Hey Warriors, welcome back to my podcast. Let's talk about everything. Thank you again so much for listening and or watching. This is our last part of episode 1. If you have not listened to part 1 or part 2, go ahead and check them out. Now let's recap from part 2 and head into our episode.
Courage. And yeah, but you got to have people in your life for real that's gonna be like, I'm not gonna let you give up, even though I know you want to and I understand why we ain't doing that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna let you have your moment, but we're not staying there. Feel what you feel, but don't stay there.
Mhm.
Because when you stay there mentally, you're not gonna have any desire to get up and do anything and fight for yourself. And if you don't fight for yourself, it don't matter if somebody pick you up and take you to the hospital. If you mentally not there, if you mentally checked out and gave up on yourself, then your body gonna do the thing. It's gonna follow. Because as the head goes, so goes the body.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it's hard willing yourself to get up. Listen, there's some days I don't want to get up and get out the bed.
Mhm.
Everybody has those moments.
Mhm.
That's with or without a chronic illness. I
Absolutely.
don't want to wake up to America right now, the way it looked. But guess what? I got to press on anyway.
Mhm.
Like it or not. You think people around the world want to wake up to the madness that they're waking up to every single day? No. Have your moment, but baby, get up
Mhm.
because that's not going to help.
Mhm.
It's not.
Mhm.
We living in wild and crazy times.
Mhm. Mhm. Ooh,
I'll tell
Lord.
somebody in a minute, ooh, this sick business.
Yeah.
And when it comes to healthcare and chronic illnesses, it's truly sick business. And I mean that in two ways. Sick business as in, yes, people with these real sicknesses and illnesses, but it's sick business because of how greed contributes to keeping people sick.
Yeah.
That's sick business
Yeah.
in the worst way possible. That's sick business in the worst way possible. So do I think it's going to change? No, because it's not going to make anybody no money.
Mhm. And it's sad because as doctors and as nurses, you take an oath to basically
Do
protect
no
and
harm.
serve and do no harm to your community. But you, in return, on the flip side, you're doing harm to your community because you have to stay in business. You're like, I got to make some money. I got to do this. I got to do that. And it's just like, wow. Like,
But do you know that people still need, here's the thing, this is what doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me because guess what? People still gonna need maintenance, but you
mhm,
don't make as much money.
mhm, mhm,
You don't make as much money
mhm, mhm.
helping people maintain their health.
Yeah.
But what a world we would be in
Yeah.
if there was, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I would love to be optimistic and say there no, but it is what it is. But I would say that, if you're a chronic illness warrior, hello, get your merch,
Whoop,
get your
whoop.
merch, get your
Hands in that
merch, baby,
collection.
get your merch.
Yeah.
It's a new line getting ready to come out. But get your
Yeah.
merch, get your merch. I'm just saying, get your merch. But if you are a chronic illness warrior, seriously, um, don't stop advocating for yourself. If you don't know what questions to ask, take somebody with you who is smarter. They may not necessarily be as versed in it, but someone who will be able to capture the things that you can't capture in that session, that doctor's appointment. Because when you have people throwing so much at you at one time, you can't really process it all at that one moment, right? So if you're in your session and your doctor telling you, okay, I got your test results and it's not what you want to hear. And here's the plan. And they're running down this plan. You'll swear up and down they didn't tell you that when they did. But if
Mhm,
you have somebody else there that can help you, can take those notes,
mhm,
you know, document it, record that session for you so you can talk about it later,
mhm,
and all that stuff is helpful. Or
mhm.
they can ask questions about the medication or the treatment plan, so on and so on. Because they'll say, do you have any questions? And you genuinely won't in that moment. You want to know what? Because you are overwhelmed with information. You literally just got information overload.
Mhm, mhm,
So, for instance, okay, you're a breast cancer survivor, and then all of a sudden it's back, right?
mhm,
And you got another course of treatment to go through, and they're giving you these treatment options.
mhm,
And they're telling you there's a rush, but no rush to make the decision because of the options. You need to think about it. But they just gave you 3 or 4 different options and you don't know what questions to ask because you ain't had time to really review it, but they done a quick overview. That you need somebody there that can ask those questions or at least record the session and document it for you later so that you can make an informed decision. Half the battle as a chronic illness warrior is making informed decisions for yourself. When they come up here talking to me, talk about GLP-1s, where? When she don't, I have alone lost about over the last 10 years, lost about 50 pounds. Baby, at my heaviest, I was tipping 300. You look at me now, you be like, oh no, baby, at my heaviest, she was tipping 300. Honey, when I got to the low end of 200, I was like, can't tell me nothing, right? And so when I went to the specialist was like, absolutely not. That's never an option. That's not even on the table. You're not even a candidate for this. So I don't even know why. You have to understand that even if it's not in the forefront of the mind, somewhere, even in the doctor's mind, it might be because they're pro-pharmaceutical companies. GLP-1s is the biggest thing right now. I'm not a candidate. I already knew that. But why would you give me something that has a side effect of cancer? You lost your rabbit mind and think that I'm finna take something that might give me cancer?
Yeah.
What? To lose some pounds when I'm already doing the work? Are you high? We're not doing that, right? And so I already knew absolutely not. It's not even on the table because I already know, like in my 2 and 2 is not 4, right? Go see the specialist. The specialist is like, that's not even on the table. I don't know what they're talking about. But absolutely not. I will not. And I will I will say she's not a candidate. I will not allow her. But you got to have somebody to fight for you, right? And I'm like, thank you. Like, you're going to see all of this information I'm giving you about how I average about 6 to 8,000 steps a day in a month. In the summertime, she clocking 10, 15 miles a day. I don't play around. Erica would tell you I be out there walking.
Yeah.
I love a good walk. But now it's cold. So I'm in the gym. I'm back in the gym. Thank God I got released to go back to the gym and do weights. So I do both. It's too cold right now for me to be walking, so I'm on that treadmill. I don't love it, but I'm on the treadmill, right? So I do good 45 minutes to an hour, and then we're gonna get on weights, and then I'm getting on the treadmill, right? And so I'm getting in but at the same time, so I'm exchanging muscle with fat. So even though the scale may not move, understand this: the scale may not move, but the scale will lie to you. That's what my trainer said. Don't let the scale lie to you. A pound of muscle weighs the same as a pound of fat. It just looks different. And so I'm exchanging one for the other. So I'm good. So I'm like, yeah, let's tone and tighten because I'm actually good here. I want to be healthy and fit and I look good here. And so I'm in the gym literally sculpting certain parts. I leveled up. I told my trainer, she was like, whoop, whoop. As far as I'm concerned, what's my trainer? Always my trainer, right? She's still in Florida. I just leveled up on weights, like doing stiff legs. Dude, I hated stiff legs. I cried. I would get on she was just like, I do not care. You're going to do these.
Right.
Give me 15. Give me 15. I don't care. Breathe in between. I don't care. We're going to breathe in between sets. Give me 15. I just leveled up to 25 pounds on stiff legs.
Wow.
And she was like, you know what I'm saying? On leg press, I'm up to like 55. I tried to go down to 45. My legs was like, yeah. But then on certain other weights, I'm still building, right? So my lower body has always been healthier than my upper body. But give yourself grace. Start somewhere because I, for the longest time, couldn't get out of 10 pounds with stiff legs. Could not. But then slowly but surely, boom, right? Walking helps, but walking is not really targeting those muscles at the same time. And so consistency matters. Meal prepping matters. I meal prep. This week I made lasagna soup. It's soup season. It's cold. So I made lasagna soup. That was my meal prep for this week. But that's not enough protein. I got 2 different proteins in there. Yes. But I need something else, like for breakfast. So I'll make me a protein shake. I made this high protein chocolate mousse with cottage cheese and peanut butter. It tasted like a Reese's peanut butter cup. It was delicious, right?
Mhm.
I tried the same thing, a cottage cheese smoothie with a little bit of pineapple chunks,
Mhm.
cottage cheese, protein powder, and some water. A way to get me extra protein in, to balance out all the carbs from that lasagna soup. Because I'm not making a keto lasagna soup. It's not lasagna soup if it ain't got lasagna pasta shells. And I don't know what to tell you,
Mhm.
but until they cut, like, I'm not, no.
Mhm.
So I think realistically speaking, it's definitely meal prepping because I'm not I'll have a problem like trying to figure out now what my next meal prep is for next week, right? Because it also helps you not figure out what you have to eat, what to cook, because you tend to eat poorly when you have to decide what you're going to eat on the fly.
Mhm.
You get what's convenient and what's easy.
Mhm.
And what's
Mhm.
convenient is easy is not always best.
Yeah.
And some of those like meal prep things have so much salt. You have to watch the salt. The sodium is high. Like it's like 1,200 milligrams of salt. My
Yeah.
God, on today.
Mhm.
You finna get yourself hypertension.
Yeah. Yeah.
200 milligrams in one meal.
One. Yeah.
In one. So if you eating like
Uh-huh.
10 of those a week or something like that, man, like
Mhm.
maybe.
Mhm.
Make your own food. It's so much easier. Like, I just made my own onion powder. Wanna know what? I don't need all that extra stuff, shelf stabilizers and stuff. And now they talking about, oh, the stuff that they put in foods for shelf to extend the shelf life is, linked to cancer. Duh.
Mhm.
Back in the day, a canned good didn't last that long on the shelf. Now you talk about a canned good on the shelf for 9 months and it
Mhm.
ain't got botulism. Why?
Mhm.
How is this food still on the shelf that long? Nothing needs to be on the shelf that long. It's
Mhm.
not safe.
No.
So when it comes to being a chronic illness warrior, whatever it is, I'm still reversing what they said because I knew that
Mhm.
fighting for myself at some point I'm gonna get that doctor. And I have a friend who has his own practice, one in Tidewater. He was like, "You don't have this diagnosis. I don't care what they say. This is not real."
Mhm.
And he was like, 2 and 2 is not 4. And he said, don't stop fighting. These are the questions you need to ask. And
Mhm.
that's why, like, we talk about family centered, even though he wasn't in the room, I would share my test results with him. I would share everything with him. And he was like, 2 and 2 still is not 4. Okay, you're going to end up being a case study for me because 2 and 2 is not 4. I need to consult with someone else
Mhm.
because this doesn't equal this.
Mhm.
This
Mhm.
doesn't equal this. This doesn't make sense. I know, but they not listening to me. Okay, I
Mhm.
want you to ask this question, this test, and this question when you go in next time.
Mhm.
That's what we mean by family centered care. Having someone that can teach you or tell you what to ask and advocate for yourself, and finally getting to a point where someone's like listening, like, yeah, I agree. This
Mhm.
diagnosis is inaccurate, but we need to treat it until because we can't let it go untreated until we get to the root. And once we get to the root and we start fixing this, if if we believe this is the root and we do this to fix it and it reverses, great. Now
Mhm.
I'm be honest, if it works, I will be hot. That
Mhm.
I've been taking the medication
Mhm.
for years because no one was listening to me when I was saying I don't think this is it. I think is this.
Mhm.
And let me be clear, just because your doctor look like you
Yeah.
does not mean that you're going to get good quality care either.
Yeah.
I got to say, because all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Mhm.
And some people are just in it because, okay, but they're not in it because they really are about, improving the overall quality of health in the Black community. So just because your doctor look like you
Mhm.
doesn't
Mhm.
mean that you still won't be a number.
Mhm. Because they got to get paid too. That's how their whole mindset. I got to get paid too. I got to get paid too, friend. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And so don't be deluded by that as well. Like, I don't care what that person looks like.
Mhm.
Fight for yourself, speak up because again, keep looking, keep looking. Yes, ideally you want someone because you're more comfortable, you're more apt to open up more,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
share more because you feel safe.
Mhm. Mhm.
You
Mhm.
feel safe. But you have to go beyond how you feel and assess that space to know whether or not you truly are
Mhm.
safe with this person. Do they have your best interest at heart? You got to ask, like, I'm straight up at this point, are you pro pharmaceutical?
Mhm.
I'm not anti medicine, but I am anti unnecessary medicine.
Mhm.
Are you one of the doctors or what type of doctors who just want to throw medicine at the problem instead of getting to the root? Because
Mhm.
at this point, I only want to get to the root because 2 and 2 is not 4. And I'm looking for somebody who wants to find out why 2 and 2 is not equal to 4. Don't just keep throwing medicine at me.
Yes.
Especially when I am and have done the work and 2 and 2 still don't equal 4. I want somebody who gonna help me.
Mhm.
And therefore, that's why I'm down to 2 medicines, 3 medicine. No, I just added one, but that's the one medicine that, hormone replacement therapy. I am not anti that. Want to know why? Because if I've lost 40% of my estrogen, I need that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And if that's the root cause of these other issues, babe, we finna do this patch.
Mhm.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna
Mhm.
do that. We're gonna do what's necessary to be better.
Mhm.
And so far, things are moving in the right direction.
That's
So if
good.
this next follow up go the way I think it's gonna go, I want to go back to every previous doctor and just like I'm talking about with the Holy Ghost. Let me smack you a couple of because you could have listened to me, should have listened to me.
Absolutely.
And why was this not offered? Because this could have been fixed. And thinking about all the poisonous medicine that I took
Mhm.
that was defeating the purpose because the side effect of this medicine is weight gain. And I'm over here trying to lose weight and so on and so forth. But we're taking this because you said I need to. And now
Mhm.
you trying to add more medicine on and y'all stressing me out even more than the world is plus this. And it's just like, and you telling me it was hormonal the whole time that I've been saying that this is a hormonal problem.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Nut, if you bug, like for real,
Absolutely.
I feel like you gotta have, we gotta have enough. If you bug me, like,
Uh-huh.
please,
Mhm.
right? And so I think that, when it comes to that and get advocating for yourself and understanding and knowing what questions to ask, and sometimes you don't know, but
Mhm.
having people around you that can help you have those conversations. And it's important. And so, and looking for these spaces of doctors who are truly trying to create safe spaces for people to have conversations and to um feel seen and heard because at the end of the day you are more than a number. You are a human being. Your patient care is about you being a human being and feeling seen, valued in the care that you're receiving. And so sometimes it takes a while. It's like a relationship, anything at the end of the day all of this is a relationship, right? And how many people did you have to date to get to the right one?
Mhm.
You might still be out there in that pool sifting through all of the
Mhm.
all of the stuff that you got to sift through
Mhm.
to find the one. It's,
Mhm.
it's the same this way. I don't care if it's finding a GYN, a primary care, a specialist, a mental health advocate, a therapist, a counselor. I don't care what it is. It's just like even finding a job.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I think that, conversations like this are important to not only encouraging people, but informing them of the numbers that's out there, um, and why it's important to get past your fear
Mhm. Mhm.
and go to the doctor
Yeah.
and keep pushing, keep advocating. You can't fix what you don't know. And then next thing you know, you're not here.
Yeah. Because we have
And
seen it happen.
and people left behind are devastated.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Well, this conversation has been really, really good. So, yes, we have to have you back. You'll probably be back more than once, you know. Uh,
But thank you so much for joining me on my first ever episode. This is
Absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely. Lots of information. And
yes.
yeah. Good stuff. Maybe next time we'll go do a live and do some Q&A with your audience. That might
Yes.
be fun. Yeah.
Yes.
Might do a live and do
Maybe.
some just random Q&A maybe after the episode drops,
Mhm.
do a Q&A. Say
Yep.
hi to the folks
Yeah.
and answer questions
Mhm.
that, people have. I'm not a medical doctor, but I do have a PhD and I know how to do research and I don't joke around when it comes to people making informed decisions
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
this is truly life and death.
Mhm.
And sometimes, like with what's going on in our country, we may or may not be able to trust statistics from government sites anymore. So we
Mhm.
have to go elsewhere. We have to go to independent research. We may have to go international to find if this is happening internationally by deductive reasoning, we can da 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 because this is for real.
Mhm.
Yeah, understanding it. And please do not follow that new recommendation of one piece of chicken, one piece of broccoli, one piece of corn tortilla, and one other item. That's not
Wow.
nutrition. Please follow the actual nutrition plate, the old
Yeah, the
nutrition
old
plate.
school. Mhm. Not the one piece
Talking
of
about a $3 meal. You're going to have a whole lot of malnourished people, and that's going to
absolutely.
lead to other things. People need balanced meals for a lot of the medication that they take. That is not realistic. Talking about a $3 meal. We ran the numbers, but you don't eat a $3 meal. You don't eat that. This is what we talk about the environmental factors, socioeconomic factors, and the government currently is contributing to that.
Mhm.
We don't want children to eat.
But you want
What?
us to have children, though.
What? You don't
Mhm.
want children to eat?
Mhm.
It
Child.
two and two is not four. And so understanding that it's going to take community effort.
Mhm.
We got to get back to community taking care of community.
Mhm. Mhm.
Feed your neighbor.
Mhm.
I love the commercial that ran during COVID where the lady came home and she set up a table in the
Mhm.
hallway. I love that commercial to this
Yeah.
day.
Mhm.
Everybody, folks came home and saw, and they all set a table and as neighbors ate together, came together, made them and ate together.
Mhm.
That's community. That's taking care of your community. And if you last year with the LA fires, you saw community.
Yes.
It shouldn't take tragedy for that to
Mhm.
occur, but right now we're in a tragic situation in this country. Y'all gonna have to take care of each other.
Mhm. Mhm.
And healthcare professionals are gonna have to fight back and take a stand, or more people will die. And I don't
Absolutely.
say that to be morbid, but you gotta
It's
look
true.
at what's going on.
Mhm.
Children are dying from measles and for the first time in years, in decades. That's a big
Yes.
problem.
That and the flu. The flu is no joke this year, okay? The flu and when I say and the stomach bug, listen,
Mhm.
I know.
The number of people in hospitals for this flu strain,
Yeah.
this is serious.
Yeah.
So understanding that, and just looking out for each other, being informed. Go beyond Google. Google
Yeah.
is not bad, but go beyond Google and seriously look at relief efforts and what it's gonna take to again take care of community. Go to farmers markets and stuff and do what you can
Mhm.
for each other and help each other out and see what advocacy is available for you and those around you. Um, because I don't know if better days are ahead. I don't see where we have, and this is unfortunate, but I don't see where we've hit rock bottom enough for there to be the change that we need in this country right now. And it's sad, but that's the truth. I know
Yeah.
why? Because people don't believe Black people, and we've been sounding the alarm for many years.
Mhm.
And it's unfortunate that it had to start hitting white folks.
Mhm.
And you're seeing people online say, even I saw a video from a Latina woman. She said the Black community has been warning us for years. That's a Latino woman. And if you follow, I think his name is the woke ginger, and some other accounts, I think TZ said the same thing. This isn't Black people didn't do this. White people did this, and we have not stood up to white supremacy. And that's contributed to these factors of people having chronic illnesses,
Mhm.
especially in communities of color.
Mhm.
And we can't fix it. They have to fix it. But
Mhm.
what do we do in our communities while they fix it?
Mhm.
Come together. Get back old school.
Mhm.
Gotta go back old school to how we used to be in the 70s and the 80s. I'm a 70s baby, but I grew up in the 80s for real, for real.
Mhm.
I remember what it was like in the 80s and 90s. What community was like. When we say it takes a village to raise a child, we got to get back to that village mentality.
Mhm.
We need that
Yeah.
for the culture. That's what the culture needs. We need that community. We need that to help one another. And we'll see. I'm not saying chronic illness will go away, but I'll tell you this much. I think that it'll make a difference
Absolutely.
because I'm not stressed out about how I'm going to eat or how my kid's going to eat. Because as a mother, I know mothers who are starving. They will pass up eating so their kid can have a plate to eat.
Yes.
But how is she able to show up for herself on the job because she hungry?
Mhm.
Well, she didn't eat last night, so her
Mhm.
kid could eat.
Mhm.
But what happens if community, we feed everybody?
Mhm.
You may not get the portion that you want, but you get something,
Yeah, absolutely. Mhm.
right? That's how we help with the socioeconomic contributions to chronic illness.
Mhm.
If we can fix that, we help in other that is a big contributing factor. I just ran it down.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
that's just that's just been proven.
Mhm.
That's been
Mhm.
reported from Yale, CDC, Pfizer, Cigna, you name it.
Mhm.
Get back to community. Love
Yeah.
your neighbor as yourself.
Mhm.
Honey, when things was crazy around here, what did we say? Baby, we gonna pull, y'all on the other side of town. We gonna do what we gotta do to pull resources to make sure that ain't nobody going hungry.
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
worst come to worst, we got a plan.
Mhm.
This is the family plan.
Mhm.
Worst come to worst because you can't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
You can have 1 minute and the next minute you don't. 300 Black women learned last year. They
Mhm.
had 1 minute and then the next they don't. CBS, them people at CBS, 1 minute they was employed, the next they weren't. You don't know at any given moment when something could be taken from you.
Mhm.
Community.
Yeah.
Build community.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, and help. You'll see it. You'll see it.
Yes. Well, that concludes the end of this episode 1. Whoop, 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 whoop. So, thank you, Dr. Latanya Hughes, again for gracing us with your presence.
I mean, I try.
So, we will see everyone the next episode. She may be episode 2, we don't know. I'm just putting that in. But thank you again and see you guys next episode. Bye.
I just love how she puts these plugs in here.
Also, before we go shop the knot collection. Whoop, whoop.